live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri. It's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Good morning and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I am your host, Greg Rosen. I'm getting my chair here figured out. Okay, here we go. Hi, good morning. Welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. And it is a beautiful Tuesday morning. Happy to be here with you all. And hey, it's Fancy New Shirt Day. All right, I'll talk to you about the shirt here in a little bit because that's what we do. But man, I'm excited today. I don't know why. Everything's just going well today. Super excited. Going to a baseball game tonight. Going to see the Cardinals play. Going to hit it out of the park, so to speak. And so we got a lot going on today. Who am I? What is this? What are we doing? For those of you new to the show, this is Wake Up with Greg. This is my every weekday morning show at 8:30 a.m. Central, live right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra YouTube channel. And we're here to share the coolest instruments on the internet for you. So today I've got flutes and clarinets and trumpets and all kinds of fun stuff. So gonna mix it up a little bit. These are instruments that are available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006. Or you can check out our Reverb page at reverb.com and see all the sweet smoking deals that we've got. In fact, all of the instruments I have today are on special on our website and on Reverb, so you can get just absolutely killer smoking deals. So check them out. In addition to the cool instruments, I mean, that's the most important part, of course, but the other part is just having some fun. You know, I share music with you guys, I share films, just whatever I might be interested in that day. We've talked a lot about my vacation to Maine last week. We talked about cars and guitars. We had a big event on the weekend, and it's just been lots of fun stuff to talk about. So you never know what's going to come out of my mouth or out of my head. So stay tuned because it could be really interesting, or not. You never know. So that's what that's what we got going on. I'm feeling energized today. Like I said, I don't know why. Maybe there's something in the air. You know, maybe it must be the new shirt. Let's just go. It's just the new shirt. That's got to be what it is. So that's all my stuff. What you guys need to do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the bluebell ice cream. That sounds good. Hit the bell icon is what I meant to say. And then the comment. We've got the live stream chat going on. So this show is super fun, especially when you can interact, or I can interact with you guys. You can interact with me. Leave your comments and questions in the chat. I'll see them, give you a shout out. We've already got folks on here. Looks like the regular crew is here. Max, good morning. John Gage is here. Mom is here. Brenda is here. Brenda visiting from California. She's been hanging out with us for the week. Yes, Brenda, you did pick a good shirt. Love it. Thank you. John says it's a nice shirt. We'll talk about the shirt more in a minute. I keep saying that. The minute's coming up. Trust me, we'll talk about it. I promise. Hit the comment and just remember, guys, this is a family show, so let's keep it clean and appropriate and fun. No need to bog down the chat with any inappropriate stuff or spam or any of that kind of stuff. So we love you. We want you to be here. We want to interact with you, but we got some parameters we got to go by. So there it is. That's the rules. Subscribers, we're in the 1460s. Moving on up, maybe we'll get to 1,500 by our 200th episode. Maybe we'll get to 2,000, or maybe something will happen in internet land, and we're gonna get 1 million views at some point, and then we'll just have, we'll just start raking it in. I don't know. Let's hope for something like that. Miracles do happen. All right, so that's all the stuff I got to talk about. Now we got to talk about the most important thing, and that's saying good morning to Jordan.
Hey, good morning.
How are you, brother?
I'm doing well.
Good?
I don't think I'm the most important thing, though, because I don't think they really want to hear from me today when you have that shirt on.
Well, this shirt is kind of taking the spotlight for sure, but I know that all of our regular fans love to hear from you, Jordan.
Oh.
So, and in fact, they're all going to say in the chat just how much they love you.
Oh, look, crickets. No, I'm just kidding.
Crickets. Why did the chat go blank? I don't know what's going on here. We've had a global internet shutdown, right? Man, that's kind of a crazy thing that happened the other day, right? Yeah?
Yeah. That
The
didn't
entire
affect.
world just kind of lost the internet. Let's blame Bill Gates. Why
That didn't
not?
affect our computers or
No,
anything,
it
right?
didn't affect. If you're in Mac or Apple land, you were safe. But man, all you Microsoft folks had a rough time of it, and are still having a rough time apparently, digging out of that. So anyway, yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Well,
All right.
let's hear about this shirt and that watch. Maybe you want to start with the watch since it's
Since it's not new.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll start with the watch. This is Brenda. I
there
haven't
we
met
go.
yet, but I love you, Jordan. See, there you go. Right? Okay.
Maybe it would change if she met me. I don't know.
Nah, she'd love you even more. All right, so the watch, I keep wearing this one because I just absolutely love it. This is my John watch. My buddy John gave me this watch. It's Citizen Echo Drive World Timer Chronograph Atomic Nuclear, all those good things. It powered by the sun and is set by the atomic clock, the world atomic clock. So it's always accurate no matter where you are in the world. But it's a world timer, so with the push of a couple buttons, I can figure out where, like what time it is in Tokyo, or what time it is in Milan, or what time it is in, I don't know, Sydney, Australia. They're so tiny, though, I can't read them, so I don't know what they actually are, but they're on there, and I can do it if I want to. So, see, Mom loves you too, Jordan. There you go. All right, they're just a little slow this morning. It's over on the West Coast, it's like 6:30 in the morning, so they're not awake yet. All right, so that's the watch. Thank you, Brother John, for the awesome watch. Mama Penny is there, soothing radio voice, Jordan. Love it.
way to start the day.
Right? Yeah, man. Builds up your esteem. Just gets you going, energized. All right, so the shirt. Check this out, guys. My wife hit a killer sale yesterday at Dillard's and got this awesome. You can say it with me. This is a Daniel Cremieux, my go-to designer for super cool shirts. That and Tommy Bahama, of course, I have a lot of those as well. But man, this is just smoking. This super bold graphics. Got I don't know what the design is. That kind of like a German cross, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I absolutely love it because it's bright and bold and flashy and loud and. Just like me, bright and bold and flashy and loud. Sometimes. But thank you, honey, for the awesome new shirt. I got another new shirt I'm going to show tomorrow, or maybe Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Depends upon my mood. But it's really cool, too. And it's a different one, different company and everything that I've never shown on the show before. And there's also a new watch to be debuted here this week. But I have to get it sized first so it'll fit. But I'll tell you about that one later this week. So, I think that's everything.
Yeah.
I think that's it. We're done. Okay, bye. No, just kidding. We've got instruments to show and coffee to drink. Got my Hawaiian coffee. We got to get some Wake Up with Greg coffee happening. I got to talk to Alec about that.
It's too good of an opportunity.
It's too good of an opportunity. I mean, Nate's got his Chords and Coffee blend. Everything okay with yours over there?
It's a little bit of dish soap.
Didn't quite rinse out the cup this morning, apparently. Yeah. All right. Well, let's dig into a flute, shall we? I talked about the watch and shirt already, right? Yeah, we've already done that? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do. All right. So I don't think there's, you know what? There is a logo on there, but man, really hard to see. I don't know if you can even see it. No, you can't even see it. That's all right. What we have here is a William Haynes professional flute. This is a Q series flute from Haynes. Haynes, one of the great American flute houses over in Massachusetts, make just supremely high-end professional grade flutes, handmade right here in the good old USA that are just outstanding. This one is from their Q series, which is a combination, partly imported, partly handmade in the U.S. It comes in this nice French-style case. I showed you the case cover as well. I figured I would just assemble this one this time as opposed to having it pre-assembled. Show you what it looks like in the case. Yeah, okay, fancy. Got the blue velvet interior on the case there. So we'll put this one together for you and tell you all about it. Get that nice and set up and pretty. And we'll put that one there as well. Give it a nice little twist. All right, so the specific model on this is the Q2-OEB. All right, so you know, as with most companies, you know, all of those numbers and letters represent something. So Q2 series. So the parts and body and everything of this flute are made overseas, I believe they're made in Beijing in China. But then the parts are sent here, and then they're hand assembled and hand set up and hand tuned and whatnot in the factories in Massachusetts. So combination, and really the whole purpose of that is just economy, to be able to offer a handmade professional flute at a much more affordable price. Now, this is no cheap flute by any stretch of the imagination. You know, this is normally a $7,000 flute. We've got it on special on the website right now at $5,400, which is a screaming deal for this flute, but you know, certainly not in the, you know, cheap price point, let's say. So this is 100% professional grade handmade flute, and it is just beautiful. You've got all solid silver. You've got a hand cut sterling silver lip plate and embouchure hole with the sterling silver head joint, the Q series head joint. You have sterling silver body and sterling silver foot joint there. Now with all the bells and whistles, we get the extended B foot, so you can see the 3 keys on the foot there, which extends the range, makes it a much more versatile instrument for you. Max is asking, is this flute good for jazz? Sure, jazz flute. We get some Ron Burgundy on here playing some jazz flute. You can use it for jazz or classical or whatever. Who's that guy? Is it Greg Portillo, I think, who does the beatbox flute? You can even do beatbox flute on this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look him up. Just look up beatbox flute. It's really cool. He does the, what is it? Mr. Gadget, is that right? Anyway, Inspector Gadget, that's it. He does a beatbox version of that on the flute. Really cool. Anyway, so getting back to the flute, like I said, B foot, we have the, I'm gonna turn it around here. We have the open, French open holes, okay? So you've got the holes there and the holes there. What does the open holes do for you? That gives you better intonation, much more facility and versatility with the flute, different fingering options that'll just make it a much more versatile instrument. You have the French style key arms with the pointed key arms on the keys there. Obviously not on the holes because you know then you wouldn't have the hole there, but on all of the other keys that don't have a hole, you get the French pointed key arms. All right, which give you a much more stable regulation to the horn. Flute's really more of a whistle than a horn, isn't it? Because the way you play it, you blow across the, if you ever taken like a glass Pepsi bottle, any kind of bottle really, and you kind of blow across the opening, you get that little whistle sound. That's kind of how the concept of how a flute works. This is considered a woodwind instrument because they were originally made out of wood before they were made of metal. Jazz flute is so good. Is this the same person who was here yesterday that I can't figure out what their name is because of the language? Like I don't know what the average metal enjoyer is here. Good morning, brother. Good to see you. All right. So anyway, we're talking about the flute. We got the how you play it kind of like a whistle as opposed to like a reed instrument that has a vibrating reed. So it's all in the lip and the embouchure to create that sound. So what else do we have? We've got the offset G. So you can see how the G key mechanism here is offset from the rest of the keys, which give you a much more comfortable hand position. You also have the split E mechanism. You can see right here under my finger. The split E, the E note is chronically out of tune on a flute. So that split E mechanisms I can't get my mouth to work. It helps bring the intonation into pitch better with the split E mechanism. You've also got the, I believe is that the C-sharp trill? Don't quote me on that. You've got the gizmo key down on the foot joint. Yeah, so that's all of the features, basic features that are fit to print on this. Again, this is an absolutely killer flute, top of the line, Q series. It's the Q2 series from Haynes out of Massachusetts. Just an absolutely beautiful flute. You need to take this one home with you today. I would love to ship it to you. And hey, man, if you mention my show, I'll give you an extra special deal on this. So there's that crown on the flute. I don't know if there's any decoration on the crown there. A little bit of knurling. You can see the logos there. Okay, you get the William Haynes or W.M. Haynes there. All right, but no other real fancy engraving. Flutes, they usually don't engrave them much with a lot of decoration, but I don't know if you can see it there, the Sterling logo. So you can see this is also solid silver. So Q2 series by Haynes. Check it out on the website right now at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006 or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com and get a sweet smoking deal on this killer Haynes flute. All right, we got some new folks on here. CDP, you've never been able to play the flute and never get the lips or angle right. You know what? Some people it just doesn't work out for them. I can make a noise on a flute, but I'm not great at it. Honestly, a lot of it has to do with your the shape of your lips. Really, I know it sounds weird, but it's true. And so not every instrument is good for every person. But with any kind of instrument, the more you practice and you learn the proper techniques, you can get there. So yeah, I prefer a reed. I'm a reed player myself. Average metal enjoyer. My 90-year-old grandma is amazing at flute, like she is better than most professional players. Is she still playing at 90 years old? Because that is freaking awesome, if that's the case. My brother Vincent is here. Good morning. The movie Begin Again was awesome. Oh, nice. Somebody used one of my recommendations and watched it and loved it. Fantastic, Vincent. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, it's a great movie. CDP, that's a beautiful piece. Wish I could play flute. You know what? Let's make wishes come true. There are certainly a lot of online lessons and stuff available for you. You can even check out our web. I don't know if do we have online lessons available currently?
Online?
I know some of our teachers offer, like virtual lessons. I don't know if virtual is the right word, but anyway.
It depends on the instrument.
Yeah, some of the instruments we do, some of them we don't, but certainly check it out. You can get yourself some lessons and make it happen. Make dreams come true. Play that flute and get your flute from me. Yeah, she's playing still. That is what keeps her happy. Well, man, that is so awesome. I absolutely love that. Whoa, what's going on with the screen here?
Oh, I put that up.
Oh, Jebun Choi?
That's what that name translates to.
That's what that translates to. So if that's the name, if I'm saying that right, Jebun Choi, or is it Choi Jebun? I don't know. Let me know if I'm saying it right. Let me know where y'all are watching from. CDP, I don't know if you've been on the show before, but where are you watching from in the world? We're here in Springfield, Missouri. Would love to know where you guys are. Excuse me. All right, so that's instrument number one. I feel like I'm rambling a lot today, so we'll probably need to speed this up just a little bit. Maybe not.
I think we're good.
I know tomorrow we've got a full company meeting at 9 o'clock, so we'll have to make sure.
Oh, okay.
Make sure we do it short tomorrow. So
yeah.
In the UK, fantastic. Where specifically in the UK? I mean, you don't have to give me your address, but are you in London? Are you in Edinburgh? Where are you? I'd love to know where in the UK you are. All right. So what's next? Manchester, England, across the Atlantic Sea, and I'm a genius. All right.
That is perfect for what's next, because you recommend music to us, and you kind of just did.
I kind of just did. So that's a song from the 60s rock opera, Hair, Manchester, England. One of my favorite movies and musicals. So yeah, anyway. All right, Manchester. Oh, South Korea, fantastic. All right, we got to mark those two on the list. We haven't had those two yet. All right, so talking about live music today. So I've got already on the Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify a few live performances. This is another one, and then my Something Cool is going to expand on that. But this is a legendary group. Yeah, I know, I use that word a lot. The Brecker Brothers. And this one came out sometime in the 70s. So we're going back a ways. But these two brothers, Michael and Randy Brecker, Both just monsters of their instruments in the jazz world, jazz, rock, pop, fusion, funk, all of it. Michael Brecker heralded as one of the greatest, most influential tenor saxophone players of all time. Randy Brecker on trumpet, also one of the most influential trumpet players of all time. And their group, the Brecker Brothers, was just off the charts. But this is one of the most energetic and exciting songs ever to be played, Some Skunk Funk. Yeah, Some Skunk Funk. It's a funny name, but the song is just killer. And these guys absolutely just lay it out in such an amazing fashion. The virtuosity of these two artists in this song is incomparable. I'm trying to come up with new words, guys, so I'm trying, I really am. But this, it's fast, it's upbeat, it's energetic, it's powerful, it's funky for sure, it's got a great groove. So you need to check this out. And the thing about live music is, the true test of an artist musically, anybody can get into a studio and record some music, and then you get your production team that tweak it and add your auto tunes and do all the different things to make you sound good. So in a recording studio, you can sound great, but if you can't replicate that live, then what's the point? Live music is where it's at, and when you get to go see an artist live and see them perform and realize that they're even better live than in the studio, there's just nothing like it. So get out there and listen to some music. Go see some bands, any kind of music. Go see an orchestra symphony concert. Go to an opera. Go to your favorite pop rock indie band, whatever. Go to a music festival and listen to live music. There's just nothing like it. So this is one of my all-time favorites that I'm adding to the Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify right now, and it's called Some Skunk Funk by the Brecker Brothers from their album Heavy Metal Bebop. That pretty much explains it all, right? Heavy Metal Bebop. All right, so I'm going to click the button to add it to the playlist right now. Boom, done. All right, so for those of you who don't know, I have created a playlist for you on Spotify. It's a public playlist. Anybody can access it, and it is called Wake Up with Greg. And it's got all of the songs that I've recommended on the show for the past 100+ episodes. So so check it out and listen to it. It's got over 9 hours worth of music on it already. So man, the chat is just crazy today. I'm loving it. My South Korean friend is asking, are you jazz musicians? Jazz is primarily what I play when I play. Saxophone and clarinet are my primary instruments. So yeah, pretty much jazz. I do like to play some funk and some, classic rock, horn band stuff like Earth, Wind and Fire and Tower Power and Chicago and all those kinds of things. I don't know why I'm like throwing things at you. Look at that. Whew, I'm just throwing. All right. I love bebop. I do too. I mean, Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker, all those guys. Fantastic. All right. So that's my musical choice for the day. Let's dig into another instrument. I'm going off the rails today. All right, so first we had a flute. Next up, we have a clarinet. This is the LeBlanc Serenade 2, Mark II. Let me show you this case first of all, because this is a really cool case. Got kind of a futuristic, it's not metal, it looks like metal, but it's a plastic case on the outside. You soft-sided around there. I don't know if this has got, this one. You know what? This one does, wait a minute. Oh, I gotta see what's going on in here. What is on the underside of this case? I've never noticed this before. Lots of extra storage on the bottom of the case. Look at that, that's pretty cool. And you got all the accessories and stuff that come with that, shoulder straps. You might be able to fit some music in there. I don't know. I just discovered something new on this I ain't never seen before. All right, so yeah, I'm goofy today. What is up with me? It's the shirt. It's got to be the shirt. All right, so LeBlanc Serenade 2, professional model clarinet by LeBlanc. LeBlanc, as you may or may not know, is part of the Conn-Selmer group that offers these amazing instruments from all over the world. I'm going to start out by just showing you the bell on this thing because the wood grain on it, look at, isn't that beautiful? Look at the wood grain on that. Unstained natural grenadilla wood, also known as African black wood. And you've got the classic LeBlanc logo there inlaid in the bell. I think that is inlaid. In fact, yes, it is like a little silver inlay on there. So I'm going to assemble this one for you and show you what we're talking about here. Hopefully I can do it with my gloves on. Oh, before I do that, I'll show it on the next piece there. A little difficult to do with the gloves on because it's a little slippery. So I'm going to stand that up there, and then I'm going to show you one of the features we've talked about on some professional clarinets. They've got the metal caps on the tenons. The tenons it's basically crack prevention. When you've got a wood clarinet, they are susceptible to cracking, and these are the points in which they crack the most. So to have these added rings on there, it gives you a much more stable instrument here. So I'm going to line these up, make sure I don't bend any keys. We're looking good there. This clarinet also comes with 2 barrels of different lengths. We have a 66 and a 64, I think. Yeah. So we have 2 barrels of different lengths. You can see that. Put them side by side. Kind of hard to tell. I mean, we're only talking a 2 millimeter difference, but allows you to play in different, not like completely different keys, but it changes the pitch from a 440 to like a 442. If you're playing, in European style or American style orchestras or symphonies or whatever, we're just going to throw one of these on here. Doesn't matter which one. They all look the same. So we'll get that on there and show you. All right, there we go. So we have the LeBlanc Serenade 2 professional clarinet. And this is a great horn, guys. So all solid grenadilla wood, or known as African blackwood. You've got the silver inlay. Actually, I don't know if that's inlaid on the top there. It might be. Hard to tell. But really pretty. Beautiful, bright, silver-plated keywork. Very comfortable key layout, ergonomically designed. LeBlanc has been one of the top clarinet manufacturers in the world for decades. I don't know when LeBlanc started. They may be over 100 years old now. I don't know. But we have the added brace on the on your lower lower stack keys there, which just gives it a bit more stability for your regulation and adjustment. You have the adjustable thumb rest with the strap ring. A lot of people are using straps on clarinets now to just free up your hands and make it easier to play, more comfortable. Beautiful, smooth tenon rings on the horn there as well. So polycylindrical bore. Not a lot else that you can say about this clarinet other than it's amazing. And it is on special on our website right now at palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006. I gotta line that up there better. There we go. Now it looks pretty, right? Okay. So LeBlanc Serenade 2. The specific model is the LCL for LeBlanc Clarinet 511S. So, and like I said, this is a smoking deal, guys, on the website at palinmusic.com, or give me a call at 417-882-7006, or check out our reverb page at reverb.com. I just love the grain on that. It's just so pretty. I love that they don't stain the wood on this clarinet. It just gives you that rich, comfortable feel. Caleb Wilform, can you play it? The answer to the question is yes, I can. I'm not set up to play it. I don't have any reeds or anything set up to me, but trust me when I say I will be playing more instruments here before too long. We're looking at doing some new, fun, different things on the show, and that's going to be one of the things that we do. I know I keep talking about it, so I got to make it happen. Otherwise, you guys aren't going to believe me any longer. But anyway, so there it is. Hey, Caleb, welcome to the show, by the way. Where you're watching from, would love to know. So one more time, the LeBlanc Serenade 2 model LCL 511S for silver plated. Check this out on the website at palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006, or check out our reverb page at reverb.com. Or you can email me at gregr@palinmusic.com. .com. We're all over the place. All right. Oh, this also comes, I didn't assemble it with the mouthpiece on it, but hard rubber mouthpiece, LeBlanc hard rubber mouthpiece, professional grade with a metal cap and ligature, all that good stuff. So there you go. Is it Dallas? Dallas, just call me Caleb. All right, I'll just call you Caleb. I can do it. All right. We got one more instrument here. I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the desk here. But before we do that,
Can you show us something cool?
something cool. Sure can. I can't believe that I've gone over 100 episodes and have not talked about this group. I have talked about like concert videos and stuff like that. And I may have mentioned this one, but I didn't do anything with it musically. But I need to tell you about this group because this is one of the most fascinating groups out there. Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. This is a live concert video DVD called Live at the Quick. Now, this one isn't new. This has been out for, 20 years or so maybe by this point. But if you don't know Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, the primary group is 4 guys. It's Bela Fleck on banjo. You have Jeff Coffin on saxophones. You have Future Man on the Synthax drumitar, and AKA drums. And you have Victor Wooten, who is actually Future Man's brother, on the bass and other synthesizers. So the Synthax drumitar is an instrument that Future Man created. It's an electronic drum pad machine that is just really insanely cool. And then, of course, Bela Fleck is a banjo player, not just a banjo player, he's a musician of incomparable talent. Got to see him, I've seen him with the Flecktones, and I've seen him live with his wife, Abigail Washburn, kind of a dueling banjos concert, if you will, and it was just amazing. But what is so great about this concert video in particular is the big band. I mean, the artists that are on here, let me see if I'm going to try to read them here. We talked about Bela Fleck, Jeff Coffin, Future Man, Victor Wooten, and then the special guests, Sandeep Burman, okay? I guess the proper term would be East Indian tabla player, the tabla drums from India. And he does also some really cool vocal things on the deal. Andy Narell, who plays the steel drums, like the steel pan, kind of the Jamaican style steel pans, and keyboards. Paul Hansen on bassoon, okay? We're already getting really crazy with the instrumentation here, right? Paul McCandless on oboe, English horn, soprano, and sopranino saxophones. And then to top it off, to get as just wild and out there as we can, Kongarol Andar, it's actually Kongar Ol Andar, I think is how you say it. He's a Tuvan throat singer. Right? I don't know. But it is amazing. And to hear all of these guys, Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, you can kind of, I hate the term jam band, but that's kind of what they're known as. So a lot of improvising, a lot of bouncing off each other musical ideas. But it is just vibrant and exciting and so interesting and unique in the world of music. And world music is definitely what it is, because we've got players from all over the world in this big band, and it is just outstanding. A lot of extras on this as well, behind the scenes concert footage and different things, interviews and so on. I don't know if this is streaming anywhere, but if you've got a DVD player, go out and buy this or rent it. It is just super fantastic. I'm going to put one of the songs from this album on the playlist, the Wake Up with Greg playlist. And let me go back to that. And I'm actually just going to do the first song on the track on the concert. It starts with an intro called That Old Thing, followed by Earth Jam. Okay, jam. So they're buying into the whole jam band deal. But I can't play this because I'll get in trouble. There we go. But there it is. Live at the Quick, Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, That Old Thing, and Earth Jam from Live at the Quick. I'm adding that song to the playlist on Spotify called Wake Up with Greg, so you can check that out as well. So I've rambled on enough about this. Check it out. Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, Live at the Quick. They've got a ton of albums out there, all over Spotify. You can find them, and it's outstanding music. There's no other way to put it. It's just outstanding. So that's my cool thing for the day. We got more going on here. A good instrument. So good. I am jazz people. I am jazz people too. I love jazz. All right, we got one more instrument to show. How we do? Oh boy, we're rambling today. I'm just looking at the clock and we're flying here. All right, so let me dig into this last one real quick. This is a fun little quirky little horn. I've shown it a couple times on the show before. If my brother John is still watching, he'll recognize it. This is the Phaeton pocket trumpet. What is a pocket trumpet, you say? Well, a pocket trumpet is a smashed trumpet that you can fit in your pocket. Okay, so why a pocket trumpet? Well, the main reason is novelty, but the other reason is, to give you a more portable instrument that you can hide in your luggage anywhere, take it so you can practice anywhere in the world. But they also have a very unique sound, somewhere between a trumpet and a cornet sound-wise, but very unique. But this is a full-size professional grade trumpet, actually. So we've got a 4.8-inch diameter bell, hand-hammered yellow brass bell. We have Monel pistons. We have the Phaeton is known for their what they call their short throw pistons. So it's a really quick, light action on that. This is a 460 or medium-large bore. All right, bright silver plating, heavyweight top and bottom valve caps for added mass, which gives you a lot of power and resonance. You get triple water keys because with the added wrap on this, and by the wrap I mean how they've bent and folded the tubing over on itself to shrink it up. You get that water out of there, you need an extra water key on there. So it's got 3 water keys as opposed to the 2. You still have your first, I don't know if you can see that, first slide thumb hook there. And I don't think there's anything that you can do with the third slide on that one. Yeah, because it's a unique double folded slide. There's the Phaeton logo on there. I don't know if you can see that. But not a lot of other fancy engraving. It's also on the lead pipe there. All right, so yeah, Monel pistons with rose brass tubing, I think, on the inside for the ports, which is really cool. And reverse lead pipe. At least it says it's a reverse lead. Is it a reverse lead? I don't think it is. Just looking at it anyway, the way it moves or fits. Lots of slides on it. Anyway, so this is the Phaeton pocket trumpet. The specific model, if I can get that for you here, is the PHTP, so Phaeton trumpet, 3030 pocket trumpet. And this is a screaming smoking deal on this horn as well on our website. This one is technically used, but it's just barely used. It still looks brand new, not a mark on it. So come and get this horn if you are a trumpet player and you want some added fun. You've got the top valve, top caps are solid metal there. Yeah, so this is a fun horn, but certainly a pro grade horn that you can do anything with that any trumpet can do. So there you go, the Phaeton pocket trumpet, PHTP 3030 pocket trumpet. Check it out on our website, palinmusic.com, or give me a call, 417-882-7006. John says, great horn, wonderful for jazz, absolutely. And it's cute too, right? All right. So that is, that's kind of rounding down the show, getting to the end here. Run a little long today, guys. I apologize. I've just been excited, new shirts and all that kind of stuff. So let's share some wisdom, shall we, Jordan? What do you think?
Please do.
Please do.
I need it.
This wisdom comes from the American author, novelist, short story, essayist, and so on, by the name of Henry Miller. Henry Miller, famous for one of his most famous works, Tropic of Cancer, one of his novels. He also did Tropic of Capricorn, and many, many others. Here's what Henry Miller says about music, and this is only indirectly about music. He says, develop interest in life as you see it, in people, things, literature, music. The world is so rich, simply throbbing with rich treasures. That's kind of a unique word. Throbbing with rich treasures, beautiful souls, and interesting people. Forget yourself. And I agree with that. Forget yourself. Just get out there, develop interest in life as you see it, in people, things, literature, music. That's what this show does. We'd get you interested in all that kind of stuff. In people, things, literature, music, the world is so rich, simply throbbing with rich treasures, beautiful souls, and interesting people. Forget yourself. Something to think about. That's my deep thought for the day. Thank you, Henry Miller, for sharing that with us. And that's the show, guys. We're going to wrap this up because I've been running long. Man, it's been great to see you all on the chat this morning. Folks from Seoul, South Korea, folks from the UK and Manchester, and all my usual friends from around the world, Vincent and Average Metal Enjoyer in Sweden. So yeah, we're international, folks. I love it. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central, right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra channel. And have a great day. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.